Okay, we're gonna do Chandelle. Oh my God, I have to tell you guys something first about Chandelle. So when I was looking up the, different authors' books, I don't know, I know a lot of authors, but I don't know all the authors, right? I was saying that at the very beginning. That's like when I messed up her last name. I felt kind of bad about it. And sorry, my camera is like up here. It's really awkward because if I like look at my camera, you can see me, but if I look at the actual screen, it looks like I'm looking down. So sorry, I'll try to fix that for next time. But anyways, so I went to go look up because I was trying to pull the books of the three authors to read a little bit about before today. And I pulled up Chandelle and I was like, oh my God, she's got books that has like over 4,000 ratings, I think, like 4 to 5 stars. And like I had people messaging me saying, oh, Chandelle's coming on. They got really excited about it. And like people were joining the group from Chandelle's group saying that they're coming to the live. And I was like, who's Chandelle? Like, look at it. Oh my God, I feel so bad. So sorry. But yeah. And so we'll talk about it in a second. Let me pull her on. I was going to talk about her book. Let me get her on to talk about her book. Oh, she's laughing. I can see her now in the chat. She's laughing. There she is. Oh my God.
You're so funny.
I felt so bad. I was like, sorry, I don't know who you are. Like a lot of people do, but me, apparently. I'm the elephant in the room.
I don't know who I am half the time. So
it's so funny.
I was just like, I don't do lives very often. Right. I think I've done 3 in my total 6-year author thing. I get super anxious and nervous, and I'm just like, hi people, and I'm just like, I don't, and then I panic as I'm doing now. And so yeah, and then you asked in that chat, and I was like, I'll do it, because that was my goal this year. I'm looking at the computer. I should be looking at. See, I'm just like you.
It is what it is. They'll roll with the punches like we are. So just don't worry about it. It is what it is.
But yeah, no, my goal this year was to try to do more lives and try to. I have a really loyal fan base. They're really amazing in my group. Yeah. My Chandwitches are amazing. And they always want me to go live, and I'm just such a little hermit crab introvert that I just tend to stay in my little. So my goal this year was to do it, and then you sent your message and said, I'll do it.
You do it. And you also did a giveaway in the group, the 1100 giveaway, which actually I think Lorelai and Katie did as well. But yeah. It was just so funny because I was like, I just was so surprised. I just didn't expect to see it when I was looking at the thing. And I felt really bad that I didn't know. So sorry. Is what it is.
Are you kidding me? I don't know. You probably know more authors than I do. Hi, Bestie. I see Bestie in the comments. Bestie. Megan Montero's my bestie.
Oh, yeah. So, for all the people who are commenting, you have to say who you are, give Restream access, or we just see Facebook user and we don't know your name. Or just write your name in the comment. But, yeah, we see, sup, Bestie, Bestie.
That's my bestie. She's here to support
and look, the little Chandelle with the hearts. So cute. That's so cute.
Did I do it right?
Yes, you did. You did it right. Okay, so let's know all about you. What do you write? What books do you have? You have tons, it looks like. Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
So I'm currently working on book number 36 in total. And so I'm working on number 24 of my Coven series. That's my main series. It's called The Coven. And I'm working on book number 24 for that, which will hopefully come out. I'm on chapter 6, so let's not get too excited. But awesome. So yeah, I also write books with my best friend Megan Montero, who's saying hi in the comments. We have a co-write series together called The Night Realm, and we just have a lot of fun. Just basically 2 best friends, just absolute anarchy in the book, and everyone seems to like it.
You told me, because I'd asked you which one do you recommend for me to try, and I picked up that one today, the blood. Yes, that one too.
So this book I'm really proud of it and really exciting about it as a series, because this is actually a series of 8 different authors. So it's Forgotten Kingdom series, and it's 8 books. And each book's a different author.
Yeah.
And basically they're all standalone, happily ever afters. You can read in absolutely any order. Mine is technically book 1 because it came out first. But and And obviously, if you read them in order, you may understand some cameos a little better, but you literally don't have to. It's just a shared world. It's a portal fantasy. So it's 8 girls who their realm was in a war and they sacrificed themselves for the greater good, and they have been reincarnated. And these are the 8 girls, their journey back to their realm. So they start in Earth. The books all start in Earth, and they are taken in various methods to their kingdom, to the other realm. And it's all one realm. So it's called Terea, and it's all one realm with all the different continents and all the different species. And it's just a lot of fun and a lot of it's all fated mates. Most of them are enemies to lovers. So what does that tell you about the genre? We
enemies
love
to lovers.
Enemies
We
to
do.
lovers,
We
right?
do. We do.
Catnip,
yes, it's
right?
so good.
Catnip, gimme.
It's so good.
I think we all need therapy.
Or just more books. So I started it today, and I actually really, you know what I really, really liked about it that I've read so far? I've gotten to, I mean, I read the sample. I read the entire sample. I downloaded the sample. So that lets you know from the front and end, right? So, I really liked that, and I'm just going to go ahead and say it because it's the very beginning of the book, so it's not a major spoiler, but that you think that you're in the real present of being in the kingdom at the very beginning. You don't know you're in a dream until later, and then you find out that she was dreaming. I love that because
So fun fact, I forgot about that.
I love it. No, it's so good.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, so mine, I decided most of the books are set in the high fantasy realm. You know, they're not on Earth. They don't come back. And so I wanted to really just kick it off with a little dose of fantasy. And if you read mine, I think it's chapter 2 or 3, you get a little glimpse at all the future heroines of the whole series. I did like a little cameo.
Right.
And we've got some really amazing authors. Mine's about vampires.
Oh, cool. Awesome. Well, I guess I could have maybe guessed that from blood being in the title. Just a guess. Maybe. I don't know, but not necessarily, I suppose. Well, I just liked it because there's a lot of romance fantasies that kind of start off like where the FMC, or it's like you said, like the portal, right? Where we start off in the modern world, then we go to the fantasy world, and like it starts off with the dream, but it's a dream because it's like italics, and it's either the past or a dream, and there's something weird going on, and then we spit out into like the modern world, and just that's a formula that happens all of the time. So it was like really refreshing because you caught me off guard because I was reading it from the beginning and I was like, I thought I was in the fantasy world. Like, okay, this is a romance fantasy. There was a map at the beginning of the book, which is always an indicator to me that it's probably a romantasy, and I started reading it, and then it's like, oh wait, we're in, it's a casino, like Vegas or something, right? At the very beginning, if I remember correctly. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. And I was like, oh cool. And I love modern things, books set in modern world, and I like going to the fantasy world. So I was like, this was great. I just really liked it. It was fun. So yeah.
I see a comment here that says, are they all about different types of creatures? The answer is yes. So each of us picked a different creature. Mine's vampires. Awesome. G.K. DeRosa, she writes dragons. Megan Montero, the bestie, wrote demons. Those are really cool. Elemental demons. Pretty cool. We have elves, fae, mages, wolves, of course. Save the fan favorite for last. So we've got a little bit of everything, and each author picked a different species.
That's awesome. So you're okay. So this is for the shared world, obviously. But your main series that you're most known for is the Coven series. Is that what you were saying? That you've written like?
Yep, it's called so I'm on book 24 of that. It's the 4th season. So the way I approach the Coven saga, it's kind of like a TV series where there's different seasons. So like my first season, it starts with this one.
The Lost Witch.
The Lost Witch. That is 6 books, and that season is all inclusive. Like you can finish there, you get your happily ever after. Like you think you can stop there if you want to. Then the second season is Academy Magic, so it's set in a magical academy because we also love that trope, don't we?
We do.
But basically, so each season's different, right? Has a different feature. The 3rd season is about fae, and the 4th season is about vampires. That's the one I'm on. This is the one that just came out in September.
Beautiful cover.
called The Blood Witch.
Beautiful cover.
Thank you. It's one of my favorite covers. But the nice thing is the coven itself is based on tarot cards. So each member of the coven represents one of the major arcana tarot cards. Tarot cards. So
credit cards. That's cute.
Credit card. But yeah, so each one is a different tarot card. You know, like the first girl, she's the high priestess, and then there's the emperors, and it's, you know, soulmates, fated mates. There's a little bit of every trope that you could possibly imagine, but the characters like carry over. I believe Katie was saying, or was it Lorelai was saying hers do that too. You know, the characters become side characters in the next book. So like my second season, the Academy one, the heroine is the best friend of the first heroine who comes into the fold. So like they connect. So you're going to see, and overall, it's going to be about a 45 book saga.
Wow.
So I'm
how do you keep it all straight with that big of a saga?
I'm not sure I do.
You must have a great alpha and beta team to help you out, I would imagine, with the help with inconsistencies and making sure everything.
It's mostly I'm severely OCD, and so it's mostly like too many chefs in the kitchen. But my best friend Megan Montero, she is my codependency. Like, it's probably unhealthy to a therapist, but she's my main beta. So we talk through everything together, and I have a couple of really solid beta readers that are like, you know, the proper beta readers, but they're good friends of mine, so they do really good.
So what made you start writing, and how long have you been writing?
Well, I don't have quite as near exciting origin story as Lorelai with her foot.
Poor thing.
I was cringing. Honestly, I had lost my love of reading because I'm severely dyslexic and all this stuff, and I was in art school, and then I was living in Connecticut. I'm a South Floridian, let me just tell you. So I was in Connecticut.
Where are you now?
I'm in Palm Beach County.
I'm in Merritt Island.
No way.
So I'm by Kennedy Space Center. Yeah, I used to work on the space shuttle program.
Yeah. We're practically neighbors. I drove through there with Megan actually a couple months ago. That's crazy.
Okay, sorry.
So
excited there for a second.
So I know Floridian problems. Okay, so you're South Florida. You're Floridian. I get it. You get it. Like so I'm living in Connecticut for the first time, and this was in 2010, and I was freezing, and it was so much snow outside, and my cousin got me into reading Twilight, and that's such a great intro series, and it really is, and nothing but love for Twilight, and that got me back into reading. And then she was like, I'm gonna write a book, and I was like, how do you do that? And so we started writing a book together, and that book has never seen the light of day. I hope to repurpose it one day, but that was I joined, there was an organization back in the day. I'm not sure it's quite so running anymore, but I went there, and in 2013, that's where I met Megan, and it was called RWA, and we just started like pitching our books. So I've been writing since about 2010. I've been trying to publish since 2013. And I finally started self-publishing in 2017.
KU, Kindle Unlimited.
Is
right? Kindle Unlimited.
What's that?
Right.
Yeah, KU. Yeah, gotta love KU.
It's great for readers, you know, and it's really becoming the thing, really. Like for the group, you know, the 45,000 group, we do get a lot of recs that are traditional published, you know, like you get the Ilona Andrews or, you know, Fourth Wing, whatever, but ACOTAR, you know, but a lot of the recs are KU recs. And I've heard,
you know,
go ahead.
Indie is where it's at. Indie's where it should be, because indie authors have full control of what we do, and we can give the readers what they want. And, you know, I'm constantly asking my group, so if there's a book you want, go join my group and tell me about it. You know, like, tell me what you'd like to see, and we can give it to you.
And you don't have the publishers influencing the plot line or any of that. You know, it's what you want to write.
It's all
And you get to pick the cover too.
Yeah.
It's your cover, right?
Yes, I do.
Most people don't realize that.
And I'm a cover hoarder.
Yeah. And you get to set your prices. It's not like, certain books out there that have an ebook for $14.99. I'm not going to say what it is. It's like, that's a lot for an ebook,
Amazon gets a little, they try to push their hand a little bit, and with like minimum prices they throw at us. Like, this is the cheapest. Like, they started their hardcovers and they minimum I'm allowed to price it is $55. And I'm like, you're crazy. But
yeah. Okay, so do you have any news you want to give, the scoop on anything in conclusion before we pull everybody back on here for a panel? Anything coming out, new release? Anything you're working on?
I'm working on there's a book called Final Fae. It's the book 3 of the Night Realm Fae book I'm writing with Megan Montero. We're working on that, and I'm working on the book 2 to this, which is called The Potion Witch. So come join my group, and we have a really wild good time.
And are you on TikTok and Insta too?
I'm on Instagram. Please come follow me on Instagram.
Okay.
I'm an elder millennial who doesn't know how to make TikToks. I'm working on it. It's also on my agenda.
For this year. It's on the agenda for the year, right? Yeah. TikTok really, it's so much better for getting views than Instagram, I've found, but they're both good places.
I do have a TikTok, Chandelle LaVaun. If you go on there, you're going to see TikToks of a girl that's not me. It's someone I hired to make them, but it is my account.
Like, is she on there pretending to be you, or she's just doing...
It's like people like these TikToks where it's someone like, lip syncing to something, and then there's like and it's another person. I hired a company and it's another girl, and then I get a lot of people like, that's not you. She's trying to be you. And I'm like,
it's
no,
approved.
I hired her.
Well, there you go.
So I appreciate them looking out.
I like the honesty there too. Like, just like, hey, I have a TikTok. I hired someone. She's singing the songs, and follow me.
We're working on it.
That's great.